Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just less than 5 months away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film, at the end of the day, is going to answer a lot of the burning questions from The Force Awakens that were not answered in The Last Jedi, as well as creating new questions at the very beginning of this movie that will ultimately be answered at the very end of Episode 9. And on top of all of this, we do know that this film is going to be very emotional and, of course, very action-packed when it comes to the second and third acts of this movie, especially from all the rewrites that took place just late last year. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions and one of the big plans by Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ, and crew, this is where things begin to get very exciting for the character of Anakin Skywalker. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the big plans by J.J. Abrams, Disney, and Lucasfilm, as well as George Lucas, during the rewrites of the film was to add in key moments for the second and third acts of the movie, one of which was for the character of Anakin Skywalker, portrayed by actor Hayden Christensen. It said that one of the sequences that are planned for reshoots during September will involve a scene between Adam Driver and Ian McDiarmid, as well as Kylo Ren and Palpatine as they fight face-to-face with their sabers. However, it's described that the reshoots are said to add in a key scene, which is said to be a moment in which Kylo's actually has a shred of light within him, where it begins to grow as he fights Palpatine while locking blades, where over Palpatine's shoulder, it said that the Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker would be standing in the distance to inspire Kylo Ren, where Hayden Christensen is set to fill in for the role of Anakin Skywalker during the scene, standing over Palpatine's shoulder in the distance, where Hayden is also planned to provide sets of dialogue, providing Kylo Ren the code of the first Skywalker that Hayden Christensen as Anakin will deliver to Ren to teach him a lesson where he is dueling with Sidious in the third act. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, we do know that Episode 9 is going to really be focused on family. They're really going to go back to the bare bones of Star Wars and really making this a family-driven movie. Now, yes, it was somewhat like this in The Last Jedi between both father and son, somewhat to a certain extent. It wasn't really too much between Han and Kylo Ren because it was mostly dialogue, right? Pretty much Kylo Ren admitting that he was the one who killed Han Solo, obviously. But The Force Awakens was more so related to family. You know, we had the whole entire dynamic between Kylo Ren, Leia, and of course Han Solo and Rey seeking, new truths about her parents, as well as in The Last Jedi. However, now in Episode 9, it really seems like that they are going all out with the element of family in Episode 9. So this particular moment involves the Force ghost of Anakin Skywalker being portrayed by Hayden Christensen, where he's standing over the shoulder of Palpatine, where as Kylo Ren is fighting Palpatine, he begins to see the Force ghost apparition, if you will, of Anakin Skywalker in the background, standing over Palpatine's shoulder in the distance, give or take 10 to 15 feet back. Now, what's great about this is that this is somewhat of, I guess you could say, a parallel of what happened in Return of the Jedi, where we do have Luke looking at the Force ghosts of Anakin, Yoda, and Obi-Wan on the Endor celebration. However, in this scenario, now we have Kylo Ren viewing the Force ghost of Anakin in the distance as he is in a literal lightsaber duel in order to inspire his own, grandson to move forward and to keep fighting this dark figure. Now, what I like about this also is that it's also described that Hayden Christensen is all set and ready to provide dialogue as Anakin Skywalker during the month of September for the code of the first Skywalker that would be delivered to Kylo Ren in order to teach him a lesson as he is fighting Darth Sidious. It's almost similar to when we had Luke Skywalker doing the trench run and he heard Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice, telling him to trust him and all those different lines. I love that. I think it was beautiful. I think it was fantastic. And the fact that they are doing something like this with Kylo Ren in The Rise of Skywalker as he is fighting Darth Sidious in the Death Star 2 wreckage in the middle of that ocean, I think that Episode 9 really does have a lot of potential here to mark itself down as not just a very magical film with a lot of emotion involved, but also as the best of the sequel trilogy without a doubt. Now, I'm sure a lot of you out there will agree that Anakin, at the end of the day, really is the true face of the Star Wars franchise without a doubt. He really is, because he ultimately becomes Darth Vader. He's the one who brings balance to the Force for many years after killing Sidious and saving his son Luke to have a chance to become a Jedi Master. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's great. And the fact that he's going to be a part of Kylo Ren's inspiration to fight Darth Sidious and to fight what is worth fighting for, I think is awesome. I think it's great that they're trying to really link in all these different characters that are going to be used in significant ways for the sequel trilogy-based characters like Rey and Kylo Ren in this story. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again.